No food you eat in your dream is free. You paid for it with something. Maybe you paid for it with your breakthrough, your career, your babies. They take something from you. There's no sex you have in your dream that is free. Nothing you are doing in the dream that is free. Normally, you go to a prostitute physically, you pay. When you go to a restaurant physically, you pay. So there's no transaction that takes place in the realm of the spirit that something didn't leave you. That's the exchange I'm talking about. The marine husband coming is exchanging the sex for something. The marine wife is exchanging the sex for something. The evil caterer is exchanging the sex for something. Something definitely leaves somebody when they have demonic exchange dreams, and it takes place in the hour of the midnight. Exchange of stew for birthright. Exchange of generational blessing for present pleasure. Esau say, give me this stew, let me eat. You are talking about birthright. Take my birthright, give me the stew. Exchange. So unintentionally in your dream, most time when you see yourself eating food, having sex, or some other activities you experience in your dream, an exchange took place. Many things are exchanged at midnight. Exchange rate, meaning the midnight is when people enter into new seasons of their life. Do you say you are traveling from one country to another, then you are trying to exchange your money to the rate of the country you are entering? We transmit into other seasons of our life in the midnight, and that exchange also take place. We exchange virtues. Glory can be exchanged, stars can be exchanged, opportunity can be exchanged, promotion can be exchanged at midnight hour. So we travel during the day, we travel anytime. The first thing everybody is trying to do when they are traveling to a new country, they are thinking of exchange. The currency this country is using, I need to exchange. So in the midnight is when this exchange goes on in the realm of the spirit. So exchange rates are high at the hour of the midnight. For example, Esau exchanging birthright for stew. That's how the realm of the spirit is. They take birthright from you and they give you stew, like those food you eat in your dream. In the book of 1 Kings 3:16, now 2 women who were harlots came to the king and stood before him. And one woman said, "Oh my lord, this woman and I dwell in the same house, and I gave birth while she was in the house. And it happened the 3rd day after I've given birth, this woman also gave birth, and we were together. No one was with us in the house except 2 of us in the house. And this woman's son died in the night because she lay on him. So she arose in the middle of the night and took my son from my side while your maid servant slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid a dead child in my bosom." Now see exchange. That's what it's called, exchange. 2 women brought a case and they said, "My child was alive." She laid down on her child, and when she saw that her child was dead, she exchanged it. So that is midnight for you. Spiritual exchange rates are high at the midnight hour. So there's a spiritual exchange going on. Spiritual exchange. What can a man give an exchange of his soul? Mark 8:37. What can a man give an exchange of soul? Now number 2 is most sudden divine visitation transpires at midnight. When you are waiting on God, most time He comes to speak to you at midnight. In the book of Matthew 25 from verse 1, He spoke of virgins. He said there were 5 virgins. Said, then the kingdom of heaven would be likened to 10 virgins who took their lamp and went out to meet their bridegroom. Now 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. Those who were foolish took their lamp and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessel with their lamp. Extra oil means extra grace to wait. That is importunity, stamina. That's the meaning of extra oil. He said, but while the bridegroom was delayed, they all slumbered and slept. At midnight, a cry was heard. Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Go out and meet him. So most sudden visitations take place at midnight. God gives new song in the night, meaning most times when troubles, God gives new song for new seasons and deliverance at midnight. In Job 35 from verse 9, it said, because of the multitude of their oppression, they cry out. They cry out for help because of the arm of the mighty. But no one says, where is God my maker, who gives songs in the night? Sometimes you are going through a certain oppression for a long season. You prayed, you fasted, you've done everything you know how to do, you've given, but that problem is still there. Any night you discover you were sleeping and a worship song kept on repeating in your spirit, that song is a song from God. He gives this song in the night. In Psalm 32 from verse 7, David said, "You are my hiding place. You shall preserve me from trouble. You shall surround me with songs of deliverance." So most time when we are going through the most oppression in our life, in the midnight hour, God send a song that will break us free. When the sorrow is too much, anguish is too much, the pain is too much, and sometimes, most times, we can't even pray anymore. And God, in his infinite mercy, in the multitude of his tender mercy, he come to give you one song that bring you out of the prison. Number 4, we command deliverance at midnight. We command deliverance at midnight. Psalm 44 from verse 4. He said, "You are my king, O God. Command victory for Jacob." In Acts 16:25, the Bible said Paul and Silas were arrested, but at midnight. Paul and Silas were praying at midnight. So they commanded their deliverance at midnight. During the day, they remained quiet in oppression, but at midnight, they rose up their voice and said, "No, we can't stay here anymore." You see that the Bible says they prayed and sang hymns. I told you God gives songs at night. So they didn't only pray, they sang hymn. So make your midnight a singing hour, singing moments. Even in oppression, even in battles, sometimes just wake up in the midnight. Don't complain many things, just begin to worship. Say, "Lord, this is me." Most times, your worship can explain your pain to God better. Most times, your worship can express your feeling better. So that is what you do at midnight. Number 5, most times God carries out spiritual judgments at midnight. The Bible said in the book of Exodus 11 from verse 4, Moses was speaking. He said, then Moses said, "Thus says the Lord, about midnight I will go out in the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sits on his throne, even to the firstborn of the female servant who is behind the handmill, and all the firstborn of the animals. Then there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such was as never be before, nor shall be like it again. But against none of the children of Israel shall a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that you may know that the Lord does make a difference between Egyptian and Israel." In Exodus 12 from verse 29, the Bible said, "And it came to pass at midnight, the Lord struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sat on his throne to the firstborn of the captive who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the livestock." So at midnight, even God himself waited for midnight to strike the Egyptians. So spiritual exchange rates are high at midnight hour. God gives new song for new season and deliverance at midnight. 3, most sudden divine visitation transpire at midnight. We command deliverance at midnight. Most time, God carries out spiritual judgment at midnight. So midnight is a time for exchange.